Hello, everybody. Welcome to After Further Review. I am your host, Steve Tower, and tonight we are going to be rolling out our last game of the season for our Baseball America Co-op League. It's our last home game. Our team does have two more games, but they will be on the road. And it's been a bit of a disappointment. I really thought the team was going to pull together. We had a good start, but then just hit a really rough spot in the middle of the season. Coincidentally, right around the time of the play.con, they really hit the skids and were not able to recover. But going into the season, expectations were low, and let's see what happens next year. But for now, we need to send our home fans off with a win. That's the goal for tonight, and we will have our work cut out for us as we welcome all of the hoodlums into the chat room. Very lively fans here tonight. Brian Leicester Tigers is leading the charge of everyone wearing their Fernando De La Rosa throwback jerseys. Of course, Fernando was signed away in free agency to Chicago, where he has just dominated the league there and showed that he really does still have a lot of baseball left in him. And our pitching staff has struggled, to say the least. And we are going to be facing one of the better pitchers in the league here tonight in Christian Mercado for the Montreal Royal Blues. Mercado 6-2 on the season with a 1.82 ERA. So definitely one of the stars here of the Baseball America League. Jackie Fly will be towing the mound. For the home squad, Jackie Fly is 4-4 on the season with a 4.88 ERA. So he's going to try to finish his season with a winning record. And let's see what happens. I believe that that this game may still have some impact on the final standings. Right now, Montreal is sitting in fourth place. Let's see. So I guess so. Yeah. So technically, with 3 games to go after this, they could pull past St. Louis is in third, and that is important because if they are able to get to third, they will have home field advantage in the wild card round of the playoffs. So they will be going all out, trying for the win, and will be playing for pride. So with that said, let's get things underway. So welcome to everyone joining me here tonight. Brian Leicester Tigers is here. Bob's Tabletop Sports. Mike Canistreri, he is the manager for the San Antonio Six Guns, as well as the league statistician. Mike, thank you for your work all this season. Ian Brook joins us in the chat room. Welcome, Ian. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see. And did I miss... and Derek is here from Imagine Sports. Derek, the manager for the Buffalo Bees, who started one of the funnier storylines of our season when my starting catcher, Austin McWhorter, caught some kind of food poisoning in Buffalo, and it carried through 4 straight games. He was out of action. Just a small little bit of humor in the season, although he probably didn't think it was funny. But let's roll to see what the mood is of all of our teams. So for Montreal, right now they have 2 players that are happy till further notice. So a 1, 2, or 3, they are going to be fully harmonious and sunny, and indeed they are. So they'll get to roll on the sunny chart and be fully harmonious if we ever go to the chemistry chart. Let's see what happens. Oh, but they get the 6-1. Uh-oh. And it's going to be their starting pitcher who is going to have to come out. Oh, that is bad news for oh boy, for Montreal, as they were kind of counting on Mercado. Let's see who their relief pitcher or their spot start pitcher is Dante Sinclair. Oh boy. All right, so that really changes things. So let me change up my scorecard. So a late scratch, and instead of Mercado, it is going to be Dante Sinclair. Uh, Sinclair, let's see how he has done on the season. He has not pitched very much. He is a spot starter, but he has only pitched one inning, and pitched a clean inning. Just he struck out one, but no hits. So this will be his first start of the season. And actually, with that roll, also the catcher has to sit out. So that means that Dominic Tozzi, for the second game in a row, boy, the poor catchers, he will have to sit out, and their Santos Uraneta will come in to do the catching, and he will move down to ninth place in the batting order. So make that quick change. And late season injuries, never a good thing, especially for a team that is in playoff contention. Or I should say, is already in the playoffs, but hoping to move up in the standings. All right, so let me get Uraneta into the scorecard. Uraneta, a veteran backup catcher here, and actually played pretty well on our last stream on Monday night. We'll get a chance to see why, or how he does for a second game in a row. All right, now for your New England Minutemen. Let's see. They have one player who is happy, so they don't have to roll a die to see if they are fully dissonant. We'll roll a decider die to see if they're semi-harmonious or not. And they are for the last game, so they will also get to roll on the sunny chart, assuming we don't roll a 6 as well. And we do not, but it is a non-issue with the batting coach. So, there we go. Some changes in your starting lineup. If you're scoring at home, Dante Sinclair getting his first start of the season here on the road. And Uraneta in for Dominic Tozzi doing the catching. All right, so here we go. Jackie Fly finishes his warm-up tosses, and we are underway here at Biddy Beer Ballpark. All right, so 156, Whiffer doesn't get the dot, so Dalton Owens, who was out last game, gets a hold of one here. Into the outfield. Let's see, 3, 4. The left fielder is not iron, so that will be just an easy fly out. And that is how this game will begin. One down, bases empty for the first baseman, Luke Howard. And oh boy, the dad jokes are really on target tonight in the chat room. I love it, guys. Let's see, 3, 5, 6. Jackie Fly is a right-hander, and Luke Howard is also a right-hander, so that's going to be a strikeout. And there are 2 down. Luke Howard is the designated cold batter for Montreal, as he got the platinum sombrero with 5 strikeouts in the last game. As James Hart joins us in the chat room. Welcome, James. All right, so 2 out, nobody on for Jason Morosky. Morosky in right field here tonight for the Royal Blues. Wild, no. Eager, he is eager, and he's also a whipper, so he's going to strike out. So Jackie Fly sets him down 1, 2, 3. In the top of the first, it's Montreal nothing, and New England coming up to bat. All right, so here we go. The young Dante Sinclair forced into starting duties here tonight for the Royal Blues. And let's see how he does here in his first start. Sean Carty, our center fielder and leadoff batter, comes up, and oh boy, Sinclair not an ace, Carty not a sad sack, so that is gonna go to the glove chart. And let's see, their center fielder is semi-gold, so we need to get a 2 and a dot to have a chance. And we do not. That is a, well, let's see, actually, I was going to say opposite field, but Carty is a switch-hander, so he is going to pull that one into the right field stands for a leadoff blast. And that is how the party gets started here in the bottom of the first. It's a leadoff home run for Sean Carty. Kaboom! Carty launches his 7th home run of the season, and that does lead the Minutemen. All right, so fresh ball in, and welcome to your first start, Dante Sinclair. Here comes Corbin Young. Young is our designated hot batter here tonight. He had 2 hits, and he was the only batter on Monday that did have 2 hits. It was a rough game. Well, rough season for the Minutemen. 1-2-5. Struggler, no. Batter is not patient. He's also not a whiffer, so that'll just be a ground out to third, and there's the first out. 1 out, nobody on. 1 run already in. Here comes Omar Tovar, the second baseman for the Minutemen. Let's see, 2, 3, 4. There is not a runner on base. Tovar is not the hot batter, so he is going to pop out to third. And 2 down, so Sinclair recovers after the home run by Carty. Here comes the DH, J.R. Keel. 1-4-4, flash. Oh, he doesn't get the dot. Keel not a hero. Let's see if he is a whiffer, and he is, so he will strike out. All right, so Sean Carty with a leadoff home run, but then they go down 1-2-3, and after 1 full, New England is on top 1-0. Some breaking news that Fernando over in Chicago is in talks already to extend his time in Chicago. Oh boy, that would not surprise me, but someday he's going to come back to New England. Hopefully before he's over the hill. So here in the top of the second, Chris Mercado will lead things off for the Royal Blues. And he is going to go down swinging for the first out. And that's 3 strikeouts in a row for Jackie Fly. Jackie Fly, who leads the team in strikeouts. Let's see, he came into tonight with 63 on the season. The DH, Yenier Cano, steps up now. 1 out, nobody on for him. Wild, no. Eager, but a whiffer, so he will strike out. And, oh my goodness, that is 4 strikeouts in a row for Jackie Fly. 2 up, 2 down. Here comes Matt Waldicook. Waldicook at short here tonight. Let's see what he does. 2-4, pitching at home. Yes, it's a pop out to short. And that will do it. 1-2-3. Go the Royal Blues in the top of the second. We'll head to the bottom half. New England still on top, 1-0. Right, Jimmy Pastor, one of the young players on the New England team, that they're hoping that this will be a learning year for him, or for a lot of young players, and hopefully will bounce right back next year. So he'll come up here to lead off the bottom of the second. Oh, and he's going to get a pitch to hit, but just warning track power into center field. He'll be caught for the first out. And oh, come on, Derek. Don't even joke about Keith putting Fernando on another team next year. He unless it's back with New England, then that would be okay. Here comes Heath Howes, third baseman for New England, his first at bat. 1-2-6. Sinclair is still fresh. That'll be a line out to second base. And 2 quick outs. And here comes Joe Barkdahl. Barkdahl in left field. Barkdahl's first year here in New England. 556. Ace, no. Sad sack, no. That is going to be a double into right field. And the inning will continue. Second extra base hit of the night for New England. So 2 outs, but a man in scoring position for the shortstop, Don DeJesus. DeJesus, a rookie. He has had a rough season. He is, let's see, 220 coming into the week. And let's see here. He is going to ground out to third for the final out. So no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. We're through 2 full. New England 1 and Montreal nothing. The only run of the game so far coming on that solo home run by Cardi in the bottom of the first. Let's see. Oh boy. Now rumors sparked about a History Maker Baseball fictional Japanese set for, and that's where Fernando is going to go. Oh boy. We're not even into January and the hot stove is firing. Here in the top of the third, it'll be the bottom third of the order. Nick Camus is going to lead things off. Third baseman for Montreal. 1-2-4 control doesn't get the dot. Eager, we have to roll again. Gets the dot, so he will pop out to first. And there's 1 down. Here comes Faustino Palomo. He is the second baseman for Montreal. 3-4-4. Prospect, no. He is not patient, so that'll be a pop out to second. And there are 2 quick outs. Now the number 9 batter, Santos Uraneta, doing the catching duty for the second game in a row for Montreal as Dominic Tozzi's injury continues to plague him. 156, whiffer. He's a semi-whiffer, gets a dot, so that'll be a strikeout. And 1-2-3, go Montreal here in the top of the third. And Jackie Fly has his 5th strikeout of the night. We'll head to the bottom of the first. New England still on top, 1-0. And our number 9 batter, the catcher, Austin McWhorter, will come up. Oh, and Brian having some YouTube issues. I don't know if he's watching this from Japan, but hopefully he can hop back on. So here we go. Bottom of the third, McWhorter leading things off. His first at bat of the night. Struggle or no, champion or patient, no. Infield drama. So a hot shot on the infield. Let's see. 1-3 is a third baseman iron. I don't believe he is. No, actually he's gold. So that is Camus who will field that beautifully. Fire on to first for the out. 1 down and back to the top of the order. Sean Cardi coming up. Cardi, the only run of the game so far, a solo home run. Back in the bottom of the first. 2-4-6 control doesn't get the dots. Let's see. Oh, he is eager, fully eager, so he'll pop out to third. And there are 2 down. Here comes Corbin Young. Young 0 for 1 with a ground out. And oh boy, already complaints about the security at Bitty Beer Ballpark. Hey, they're doing their best. 1-4-5. Young will ground out to third, and that will do it. So the third baseman gets 3 putouts in the inning. 1-2-3 goes New England. We will head to the top of the fourth. It's still 1-0. Minutemen on top. All right, so back to the top of the order for Montreal. Dalton Owens, he flew out to left field. All right, hey, James, I'm going to have to put you in timeout. You keep saying things like that in the chat room. Here we go. And 1-2-3. Oh, but we're in the fourth, so Fly is semi-fresh now. So instead of a strikeout, it will be a ground out. So Owens is out on the 5-3. Or sorry, on the 6-3, if you're scoring at home. One out, base is empty for Luke Howard. Luke Howard, a strikeout victim in his first at-bat. 1-3-4, gold catcher, no. Champion, oh, gets the dot, and that is going to be a single into left field. A clean liner into left field, and that will break up the perfect game that Jackie Fly had going on. So a nice round of applause from the Bitty Beer Ballpark faithful. Jackie Fly will acknowledge them with a wave of his glove, and we're back to the action here. So now 1 on, 1 out. Here comes Jason Morosky. Morosky, also a strikeout victim in his first at-bat. Struggler, no. Champion or patient, no. Infield drama, so a hot shot on the infield with a runner at first. The third baseman is not gold. So a diving try by Howes, but it will get by him and into left field for a single. So back-to-back singles has runners at first and second, and nobody out. Or 1 out, rather. Here comes Chris McCurt. McCurt, also a strikeout victim, his first time. Hey, the Bitty Beer Ballpark faithful here are very kind to their players there, Brian. 2-4-6 control gets the dot, so this will be a comebacker to the mound. He'll turn and fire to second and get the force there, but they are not able to turn the double play. So Howard will advance to third. McCurt is out at second, or Morosky is out at second, and McCurt reaches on a fielder's choice. All right, so now we got runners at the corners. As Lake Effect Games joins us in the chat room, welcome. So runners at the corners, 2 down, a 1-run game. Here comes Cano, the DH. He struck out in his first at-bat. 4-4-6 star, no. Sad sack utility or patient, no. Oh, that is going to be a single, opposite field single into right. And that is going to tie things up at 1 as Morosky will, or Howard rather, will easily come in to score. McCurt will go to, oh, let's see, actually, no, McCurt is going to end up at third. He was running on the play. So Kano puts his team, or ties the game at 1 with a 2-out single. And we're not out of danger yet. Here comes Matt Waldicook. Waldicook popped out in his first at-bat. Jackie Fly starting to sweat out there. He is not an ace. The batter is not a slugger. Oh, but he is a semi-home run king. Gets the dot. So instead of a single, it's going to be a strikeout. Oof. And that was very lucky. That inning could have really gotten out of hand. As it is, it's just 1 run on 3 hits. 2 runners left stranded. And we are knotted up at 1 apiece as we head to the bottom of the 4th. All right, so Dante Sinclair will pick things back up here. We'll have the 3, 4, and 5 batters coming up. After that leadoff home run, he has pitched really well, just giving up 1 hit since then. Let's see how he does here. Oh, and Tovar is going to get a pitch to hit, but he's going to get under it and will fly out to shallow center field. He just does not quite have that big home run swing yet. But maybe next year. Here comes the DH, J.R. Keel. Keel, a strikeout victim, his first at-bat. Control gets the dot. That will be a grounder to short. And 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 4th as Jimmy Pastor steps up with nobody on. And 1-1-2. Flash doesn't get the dot. Sadsack, no. Oh, so we got to check with the score. And it is going to be an error on the shortstop. So a hot shot to short, and it's going to eat him up. So Pastor reaches on the error. So that's Wall to Cook at short. Thought he had it, but took a crazy bounce right the last second, and Pastor is aboard. All right, so the inning continues. Here comes Heath Howes. Jackie Fly getting lucky. Sounds, oh boy. Nice. All right. So Howes 0 for 1 with a line out. Yes, divine intervention for Jimmy Pastor to reach on an error. Let's see. Howes is a switch hitter, so it won't be a strikeout. He's only a semi-utility, doesn't get the dot, so that is going to be a single down the line. And the inning will continue here as that'll put runners at the corners for Joe Barkdahl. Barkdahl had a double in his first at-bat. See what he does here. 3-3-4. Acer Star, no. Sad sack, no. Oh, it would have been a single, but he is an eager batter, so instead it's going to be a ground out. Oh, brother. All right, so that will do it. No runs. 1 hit, 1 error. 2 runners left on. And we will head to the 5th inning. We're still knotted up at 1 apiece. All right, so here in the 5th, it is going to be the bottom third of the order. Nick Camus leads things off. Camus will pop out in his first at-bat. 2-2-4, little home cooking. All right, and he is going to pop out to short for the first out. That'll bring up Faustino Palomo. Palomo 0 for 1 with a pop out. As Philip Reynolds joins us. Welcome, Philip. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you had a good week. And hopefully you had a lucky Friday the 13th so far. Appreciate you stopping by. 1-2-5. Struggler, no. Batter is not patient. He's also not a whiffer, so he will ground out to third. And there are 2 down. That will bring up the number 9 batter, the catcher, Santos Uraneta. Yes, and this is a slightly lower scoring game than we had on Monday for sure. Let's see. Uraneta 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 3-4-6. He is an eager batter, so he is going to fly out to center field for the third out. So 1-2-3. Go the Royal Blues in the top of the 5th. We'll head to the bottom half. Still 1-1 here at Bitty Beer Ballpark. New England will have their 8, 9, and 1 batters coming up. Let's see. Looks like Nicole Argueta had a busy day. Oh, okay. Okay. It was a long day today, Darren. Yes. Yeah, Nicole doing the umpiring over at third base tonight. Let's see. Here's Don De Jesus. He is 0 for 1 so far. 115 fresh gets the dot. So De Jesus will pop out to second for the first out. 1 out, nobody on for the catcher, Austin McWhorter. McWhorter 0 for 1 tonight. 3-5-5. Struggler, no. Champion, definitely not. He is going to strike out. And there are 2 outs. We'll go back to the top of the order for Sean Carty. Carty had the solo home run, which is the only run of the game so far, for the Minutemen back in the bottom of the 1st, and he popped out his second at-bat. And he is going to ground out to first here to end the 5th. So 1, 2, 3. Go the Minutemen. And we're going to head to the 6th inning. Still 1-1. So a great game here by the young pitcher Dante Sinclair, who was forced into service here tonight when Ronaldo was suddenly could not pitch. And he is doing really, really well. Other than that solo home run has kept the Minutemen off the board. Let's see. 1, 2, 4. As we're back to the top of the order for the Royal Blues. That's a control. Fly does not get the dot. The batter is not eager, so that is going to be a walk. And then if it's a dot, he will steal, and it is not. So Owens grabs the leadoff walk. And the go-ahead run is aboard. So Jackie Fly from the stretch. Here comes Luke Howard. Howard is 1 for 2 with a single, a strikeout, and a run scored. 2-3-3. Not an ace or a star. Oh, man. He is a semi-slugger. Gets the dot. So that's going to be a 2-run bomb into left field. And he is also going to leap to his superstar side on that home run. So he just turns on that fastball and kaboom. Just like that, Montreal takes their first lead of the evening. And it is 3-1, Montreal on top. Oh, it was a very, very good game for Jackie Fly up to that point. And now we could be in trouble. So there are 3 pitchers who are not available tonight for New England. So this could be a very, very tough if we need to stretch some pitchers out. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, and also one of my relievers has the not fresh till further notice. So all right, we'll get Martzel up early in the pen, but hopefully Jackie Fly can settle down here as the bases are now empty. Let's see. Do they? I think the Minutemen fans would throw that ball back onto the field. Yes, everyone's feeling a little rowdy tonight. There was a special on Biddy Beer at the park here, still running through the 7th inning stretch. So order up now. All right, let's see. Oh, triple fours. Oh, I do not like the sound of that. As Chris McCurk is definitely not a scrapper, but he is a semi-home run king, gets the dot. That means kaboom, back-to-back home runs for Montreal, and this game could be getting out of reach. Montreal once again going to the long ball. There were 5 home runs in our game on Monday between the 2 teams, and I think that Montreal had 4 of them. So, oof. 2 swings of the bat, and it is 4-1. Oh boy. All right. I'm still gonna let Jackie face Cano here, but this might be his last batter. 2-2-5. He is not a star. Cano is a semi-slugger. Gets the dot, and he's also a whiffer, so that's going to be a strikeout. And finally, we get the first out. Oof. Let's see. So that'll bring up. Oh, sorry. That was. What happened here? Oh, I put the batters back in the wrong order. Uh-oh. Because that should have been McCurk up to bat. Oh, yeah, I did. Let's see. 2-2-5. He is he's also a semi-home run king and a slugger and a whiffer. 2-2-5, right? Oh, no, he's not a slugger. All right, hold on. So that's actually going to be a single into center field instead of a strikeout. Oh, uh-oh. All right, so that's 4 straight batters have reached, and I think that is going to do it for Jackie Fly. As Martzel will come on in relief. So Fly goes 5+ innings. Did not record an out here in the 6th. Oh man, was pitching a really really good game here, but 2 home runs will quickly wipe that away. All right, so here comes Marcel. He'll face now he will face Cano. All right, 1 on, nobody out, 2 runs already in. Or 3 runs rather. 3, 4, 5. Iron catcher, no. Good eye, no. That is going to be a strikeout. That will finally be the first out, and we're going to go to the right now chart. We are in the 6th, so Marcel will be hot. Waldecock struck out, so he is going to be cold. 2, 4, hot batter, no. So fly out to left field for the second out. And here comes Nick Camus. Camus 0 for 2 with 2 pop-outs. 2, 3, 4. There is a runner on base. So to the plate drama chart we go. 2, 3. The catcher is not iron. So we're going to go to the umpire chart. Let's see. So it's umpire chart with a runner at first. It's a good time to mention that Steve Fugatti is our home umpire tonight, calling the balls and strikes. Mick Yajuri is over at first. Joe Ramy is at second, and the crew chief Nicole Argueta is at third. All right, so here we go. Runner on first, 2 out, 3-run game. 3-3. Is there a strict umpire at third? Nicole is not strict. She is respected. Let's see. So it's a single, and the runner will be called safe at third on a quick bang bang play. All right, so McCurt makes it to third on the single by Camus. The inning continues. They got runners at the corners, and oh boy, they could really put this game out of reach right here. Here comes Faustino Palomo. He is 0 for 2. 2, 3, 3. Ace or star. Marcel is a full star. That'll be a grounder to short. And thankfully, that will bring the inning to an end. So it is 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors and 2 runners left on. 4-1 Montreal as we head to the bottom of the 6th. All right, so now Dante Sinclair in a position to get a win. But he'll have his work cut out for him here in the 6th. The 2, 3, and 4 batters, heart of the order, coming up. Let's see, 2, 3, 6, not double control, but they are the same hand, so that's going to be a strikeout. And Dante Sinclair continues the deal here. A hidden gem has been uncovered here tonight from Montreal. Here comes Omar Tovar. He is 0 for 2. 2, 3, 3, ace or star, no. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Slugger gets the dot. And Sinclair challenges Tovar, and Tovar is just going to turn on that, and that is far deep and gone into the left field stands. A solo home run cuts the lead in half. 4-2 Montreal leads now. And Sinclair will get a visit from Santos Uraneta on the mound, saying, all right, slow down, slow down. You're still pitching a good game, but there will be some action here in the bullpen. Let's see. They have 2 pitchers that can only come out for 1 inning. Let's see. Maybe Zach. No, they want somebody with full control. I think they'll get Frank Sanchez. Well, let's see. They're in the 6th. Look at Burke Brewer warming up and Sanchez. I guess just in case. All right, so 1 out and 1 run in. Let's see what happens. Here comes J.R. Keel. He is 0 for 2, strikeout and a ground out. Oh, thanks, Philip. Yes, this is a scoreboard from our friend Al Wilson. Oh, I forgot to do the plug for him. So if you would like to get a scoreboard yourself, you can head to 3d6gaming.com to pick up your own. He also has a bunch of football scoreboards there. A football scoreboard was just recently showcased over on Dave Gardner's YouTube channel. A lot of great stuff there from Al Wilson. All right, so here is the pitch to Sinclair. 4-5-6. He is definitely not patient. That is going to be a fly out to center field for the second out. And for the first time, we are going to go to the chemistry chart. So the Montreal squad is fully harmonious, and New England is semi-harmonious. Here comes Jimmy Pastor. He has flown out and reached on an error. 3-5, pitching team dissonance, no. So that's going to be a ground out to short. And that will do it. Here in the sixth, they get one run on the solo homer. And boy, oh boy, what a great outing by Dante Sinclair. He has put his team into a really good position to win this game. We're going to let Mertzel stay on here to start the seventh. He'll be facing the 9, 1, and 2 batters. So catcher, Santos Uraneta, who deserves a tip of the hat for calling a good game behind the plate tonight. For the young Dante Sinclair. Let's see what he does here. His third at-bat. He is 0 for 2 so far tonight. Ace or star, yes. So pop out to first. One down. And back to the top of the order we go. Owings is 0 for 2 with a walk and did score on the home run from Howard. 2, 4, 5. He's a semi-hero, doesn't get the dot, so that is going to be a pop out to second. And we will go to the experience chart for the next at-bat. Luke Howard, superstar Luke Howard, is neutral for experience. Mert is a semi-icon. 1-6. Icon pitcher doesn't get the dot. So batter connects. And it would be a single, but it's a delta result. And so instead of a single, it's going to be a double. So Luke Howard with his third hit of the night. And boy, he is really made up for his 5 strikeout performance on Monday. The inning continues with a runner in scoring position. Here comes Jason Morosky, who also hit a home run in his last at-bat. Morosky is 2 for 3. A single, a homer, and a strikeout. 1-6-6, Workman, no. Whiffer, he is a full whiffer, so that's going to be a strikeout. So no damage done on the double, thankfully. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left stranded. Great work by Marcel, who goes 2 full innings and does not allow a run. It is time to stretch here in New England. All right. I did not tune my uke, but hopefully it stayed in tune this week. Here we go. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back, so let's root for the Minutemen. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. There we go. All right. And yes, did that scare the black cats away? What? All right. So here in the bottom of the 7th, we will get a new pitcher in for Montreal. Again, a fantastic outing. And for a pitcher who thought that maybe he was not even going to be on the playoff roster, but boy, he pitched just fantastic. So Burke Brewer is going to come on here to start the 7th. So Sinclair in line for the win. All right, so here we go. We are in the middle of the order. How's Barkdahl and De Jesus do up here? How's 1 for 2 on the evening? 2 for 6. Control, full control. Grounds back to the pitcher. And that will be an easy out. Number 1. Base is empty for Joe Barkdahl. Barkdahl 1 for 2 with a double and a ground out. 2, 4, 6. Oh boy, so Brewer has got he's got a slider working. 2 comebackers to the mound and 2 outs. And here comes the rookie shortstop, Don De Jesus. He is 0 for 2 on the night. 2, 5, 6. Not patient. So infield drama. Hot shot on the infield. The shortstop is, I believe, not iron. Actually, no, he's semi-gold. Oh, how about that? That's the one that he has to be gold to make the out. Otherwise, the batter would be safe on a one-base error. So there we go. It is a screamer to short. And Waldekuk knocks the ball down, keeps it in front of him, fires onto first, and gets down by a step. What a fantastic highlight play there by Waldekuk. And the Minutemen are retired 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the 7th. It remains 4 to 2. Montreal on top. Oh boy. And I think just in time, the concession stands have stopped serving Biddy beer as things are getting quite rowdy in the chat room. All right, so here in the 8th, we will bring in Hideki Wada. Brewer goes sorry, not Brewer. Whoop. On the wrong score sheet. Marcel goes 2 innings. All right, so here comes Hideki Wada to start the 8th inning. Hideki Wada for oh boy, he's a member of the Sendai Super Cups. There we go. All right. Oh boy, let's see. McCurt is leading things off. He is, he has struck out, reached on a fielder's choice, and singled. And he's going to strike out here for the first out. So there's been some great relief pitching by New England. Just their bats not able to come to life. Here comes Cano, the DH. Cano 1 for 3 with an RBI single. We do not have a gold catcher. He is not a champion. This will be outfield drama. 1 for the right fielder is not gold. So that's going to land in for a single. So Cano gets his 2nd hit of the night. 1 on, 1 out for Matt Waldekuk. Cook, who made that fantastic play to end the bottom of the 7th. He is 0 for 3 at the plate. 5-6-6 wild, no, not a good eye. That's going to be a strikeout for out number 2. And to the right now chart we go as Thomas Bartlett joins us in the chat room. Welcome, Thomas. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see, Nick Camus singled, so he will be hot, and Wada will be hot after the strikeout. 2-2 cold pitcher, no. So that's going to be a line out to third, and that will do it. No runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left stranded. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. And it is Montreal holding on to a 4-2 lead. We'll have another new pitcher here for Montreal, as Brewer could only go 1 inning because he pitched in the previous game. Let's see, and it looks like Renee Paul is his setup, or Brewer, but Paul is unavailable. He had to go 2 innings last night. So that means that we will go to Zach Schwenk. Zach Schwenk, who must be named after that Simpsons episode. If anybody knows that reference, kudos to you. So Brewer just goes 1 inning. Here comes Zach Schwenk to try to lock down the 8th inning, and they will get Felipe Soto, their closer, will start stretching just in case he might be needed for a multi-out, or to get more than 3 outs to lock down this very important game for them. So we are at the bottom of our order. Austin McWhorter is 0 for 2 tonight. Let's see what he can do here. Oh boy, Brian is just on fire tonight in the chat room. Let's see, 2, 4, 5. McWhorter definitely not a hero. He will pop out to second for the first out, and we will go to the experience chart for the next at bat. Sean Carty, neutral for experience. Zach Schwenk is also neutral. Carty is 1 for 3. He got that solo home run to put his team on top back in the bottom of the first, and then has popped out and ground out. 1-6 icon pitcher, no. So that is going to be batter connects, and it's another delta, and he does have a delta rating. That's a double. So there we go. Sean Carty gets his second extra base hit of the night. And that means that the tying run is going to come up to the plate in the form of Corbin Young. Young 0 for 3, ground out twice and a strikeout. And oh boy. So Felipe Soto may need to come in here in the 8th to lock down this game. But let's see if Schwenk can pitch out of this. 1 on, 1 out, and a 2-run game here in the bottom of the 8th. 1-4-5. He is not a struggler, and we need to roll to see where this ball goes. A dot, it goes to third, and a blank, it goes to first. And it is going to go to third, so that means that Carty will not advance on the ground out. So there are 2 down. Still a runner at second. Here comes Omar Tovar. Tovar got a solo home run his last at-bat to account for the other run for New England. Let's see if he can come up with something here. 3, 5, 6. Oh, it's a righty on righty. That means it is a strikeout. Oh, boy. And so Carty will be stranded at second. It remains 4-2 as we head to the 9th inning. And the New England batting woes continue. So here in the 9th, we'll bring out our closer, because why not? So Colton Grandstaff comes in here to try to keep this a 2-run game. Grandstaff has pitched well. He has 12 saves on the season. In 16 2/3 innings pitched and a 1.08 ERA. So he is one of the tougher outs, or one of the tougher pitchers, I should say, in the league. So for Montreal, they will have their 8, 9, and 1 batters coming up. Here comes Faustino Palomo. 2, 3, 4. There are no runners on base. Palomo is not a hot batter, so that's going to be a pop out to third for the first out. Someone named Grandstaff should be more than one person. Yes, I cannot say that the rest of the pitching staff is grand, for sure. Colton is one of, I'd say, 3 pitchers that has done well this year for New England. Here comes the catcher Urineta. He is 0 for 3, 1-4-5, and Urineta will ground out for the second out. Back to the top of the order we go. Dalton Owens he is 0 for 3. He has walked and scored a run. As the urination chant starts in the crowd. Oh boy, that is old school to get a urination chant going. Here's the pitch. 2-6-6. Nobody on, so that's going to be a fly out to right field for out number 3. So Grandstaff sets him down 1-2-3. And here we go. We'll head to the bottom of the 9th. And New England needs a big rally as they are down 4-2, and they will have to do it against the closer, Felipe Soto. So for Montreal, their closer, Soto. Let's see. In 15 innings pitched, he has saved 8 games. And he has a 1.80 ERA. And yes, we need Fernando back. We need to release the Fernand Cats once again. Someday. All right, so he will face the 4, 5, and 6 batters. J.R. Keel leads things off. Keel 0 for 3 tonight. 1-2-6, fresh. Yes, he is. Line out to second. 1 down. New England down to their final 2 outs. The home crowd on its feet. This is the last time they're going to see their team this season. Here comes Jimmy Pastor. He is 0 for 2. Did reach on an error. 2-3-3. Ace or star. Yes. Ground out to short. And things are looking dim for the Minutemen. Here comes Heath Howes. Heath Howes is 1 for 3. Crowd on its feet. They need a bloop and a blast here. Soto kicks, delivers. Not a struggler, not a champion or patient. So it's going to be infield drama. Uh-oh. 1 for the first baseman. The first baseman is semi-iron, but doesn't get the dot. So that is oh my gosh, that's Howard. Oh yeah, so Howard will. Oh, and actually, when he's on a superstar side, he's not semi-iron anyway. So he'll make a sure-handed play on a hot shot down the line and take it to the bag himself. And I guess fittingly, he will make the final out. And there you go. Montreal wins 4-2. And that is the last home game of the season for New England. So thank you to everybody for joining me through this project this year. We'll look forward to it next year. Hopefully it'll be a little stronger team that I can showcase, but always a lot of fun, great time in a co-op league. I highly suggest that if you're at all have any reluctance to join a co-op league, do it. It's so much fun. We've really had a good time with this, and shout out to Grant for running this now for 4 years. A lot of fun for sure. So. All right, guys, that is it. I'm still working on the logistics for tomorrow, so it might not happen, but if it doesn't happen tomorrow, it should happen the following Saturday. So details to come. But until then, thank you again for joining me. Hope you have a great weekend. Get some games on your table. And until next time, my name's Steve, Get out there, have fun, play games, and I will see you after further review. Have a good night, everybody.